Hello and welcome to Subbies TV, episode 5. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got an awesome show this week, so let's get straight into it. I'm going to introduce my panel now. Slammin, you're back for another week.
Good to be back, Ninja. Another exciting week of rugby.
Whoa! Now
There we go.
Yeah, fantastic. And our special guest this week is from Dundas Valley Vikings. How are we, Mick?
Not too bad, Ninja. Thanks for having me today.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I've got a soft spot for the Vikings. I played for Vikings down in Canberra, so...
So I believe.
Yeah, well, it's
No
true.
relation whatsoever. So
No,
that's really
none. Dundas Valley, Canberra. Yeah, they're neighbours.
Same.
Totally neighbours. Now, just tell us a little bit about yourself, your rugby career, and also how's Dundas going for this year?
My rugby career began at Dundas in 1996 when I played for the under-17s.
Nice.
Played Colts, retired.
Retired after Colts.
2 years ago in 2011, and I've also played a bit of rugby over in Ireland, where I was lucky to win a league and cup double. And
That's impressive.
And at the moment,
especially when you're retired.
Yeah. And that was back in 04-05, and currently I was president of Dundas Valley for 7 years, and now I'm the club's AIU Smart Rugby coach.
That's fantastic. Good CV.
Impressive.
Great CV. For someone that's retired after Colts, that's fantastic. No, Dundas is doing pretty good this year.
Yeah, we're going okay.
You're hanging in there at 4th, but more wins to come?
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully. Go the Valley boys. All right, guys, well, we'll throw it straight to the weekly wrap and see what happened over the weekend.
Thanks, Ninja, and welcome to the weekly wrap. Well, a magnificent weekend of rugby has really set the season alight. With plenty of unexpected results, the 2013 season is looking like being one of the most closely contested years yet. Division 1 has been blown wide open, with Balmain really starting to turn things up, running away 30-point winners over a heavily favoured St Pat's. The contest saw some of the best rugby Subbies has seen, and Mossman now stands alone as the only undefeated team after a clinical 38-17 win over colleagues. Looking at the table, the Whales are clear at the top, with the 5-point buffer between them and the second-placed Knox. St Pat's drops to 3rd on for and against, and Beecroft stays in 4th, while Hunters Hill gets on the board after their win. Moving to Division 2, well, it's another week and another Brothers bonus point win. Brothers dominated the game of the week, running away 48-14 winners over Uni. Petersham and Oatley also threw their weight around, taking care of Forest and St Ives respectively. The table has Oatley move into the top 4 and Uni drop 3 spots to 6th, while despite Newport's win, the bottom 4 teams are not quite keeping pace. Checking out Division 3, we saw the Mountain Boys Uni and Hawkesbury Valley express their intentions for the year, while St George and Hornsby both got away with hard-fought wins. The table shows the top 3 teams having 3 points between them, with the middle of the table starting to bunch up after the weekend's results. The Rams are still the only team yet to get a win. In Division 5, we were witness to some classics. The Irish came back from a 17-point deficit to take care of Sydney Harlequins in their top-of-the-table clash. Convicts and the Vales played out a draw, and Redfield Old Boys took it out on Rouse Hill 84-12. The table is tight with only 5 points separating the top 5. Marylands, Canterbury, the Vales and Macquarie Uni are still in touch, but with some big games in the weeks ahead, we will definitely see some table shifts. Finally, in Division 6, a Ninja predicted a drop goal to win the game, but it wasn't to be. Chatswood went down by a heartbreaking 1 point against Sydney Grammar Old Boys in a thriller. The loss is Chatswood's first. Checking the table, the top 3 are still well clear of the rest, while Dundas fights to stay in 4th and Burraneer jumped from last to 6th after their win. Plus, with 2 games in hand, they have a chance to move as high as 4th. Well, that's it from me for the week. Unlucky on the drop goal, Ninja. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Emily. Yes, I didn't get the drop goal prediction right. It was close, 1 point. 1 point in it. But
hopefully it gives Chatswood a bit more drive.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I said you'd go undefeated. I feel guilty now.
Put the mocker on them. Commentary mocker.
Commentary mocker.
Definitely.
All right, boys. Well, let's have a look at some of the results over the weekend. Division 1, some really big wins. I can't believe Balmain, 30-point winners over St Pat's.
Yep.
I mean, what do you think there, Slammin?
Well, mate, I can't work out what St Pat's have done wrong. They've been going great guns sitting at the top of the table, and to have Balmain rock up and absolutely smash them to pieces.
I
Mate,
got an email from the Balmain boys, actually, and they did say in St Pat's defence that there was 2 late tries to blow the score out, and it was only 8-0 at half-time. So
doesn't justify them being on 0.
Definitely.
Yeah. But, and Pats were hard done by not to get a try in the first half. But still, Balmain have got some players back. I think Pats may have had an injury or 2, but still, they've had 2 great wins now, and I think they mean business. I
thought they meant business at the start of the season. They've just
so did everyone, but
taken a bit of time to find their feet, maybe.
Yeah, and the other big win for mine, obviously you got loyalty there, but Mossman getting over Colleagues. They were a class outfit. Colleagues dominated Mossman all day in all grades, but when the first grade came out, it was...
Well, lucky for Mossman, it was their ladies' day, and that was the only win of the day, so would have been pretty embarrassing to lose every grade to Colleagues.
Yeah, but Mossman now holds the favourites tag, I think.
Well, still undefeated on top of the table.
Other big score too was Hunters Hill defeating Old Iggy's. Good point. I think Slammin said, code red for Iggy's, but obviously they didn't listen.
No, exactly right. And thank you for watching.
Yeah. Our number 1 fan is on the show. And in Division 2, Brothers killing it again, Oatley getting a good win. Forest going down to Petersham was interesting, but I think Petersham's a very strong side. They're actually leading the club champs in Div 2 at the moment.
They're the real deal this year.
Okay, Div 3. What's your thoughts here, Slammin, looking at Div 3?
Oh, look.
Mountain Boys getting up again.
Go the Mountain Boys.
That's your second team pretty much, isn't it?
Well, at the moment it is because they're winning. I'm good for a bandwagon.
Yeah.
Hornsby also, mate, over the Hills guys. I thought that's a pretty impressive win for Hornsby.
Mick, any standing out for you?
Hawkesbury Valley against Epping. Our next door neighbours are, they're struggling a bit this year. So
they've got the numbers, they're just not getting the results, I think.
Yep.
But
plenty of props.
Plenty of props. But we're hoping for you, Epping. We really want you to get a win. So keep fighting, boys. And looking at Div 5, well, Redfield Old Boys just went to town.
84 points. They went to the next town.
That's so bad.
It is terrible, but mate, how else do you explain it? 84-12 over Rouse Hill. Yeah. Must have been an interesting game to watch.
Oh, absolutely. And, they just seemed they got so angry after that loss. They're just piling on the points. I mean, they did it last year as well, but I can't wait to see them play Irish, which I think actually might even be this weekend. But, and Sydney Irish, of course, getting another good win. They,
top of the table clash that they won, absolutely.
Yeah, 17 points down to come back and get up. That's great effort by the Irish. Then down in Div 6, this is your world.
This is our world at the moment.
I mean, obviously you guys are sitting in 4th. You guys got a good win on the weekend. What are some of the teams that you're really focusing on working towards?
Our teams that we're really looking at are Clovelly and Grammar, and Chatswood. They've
aiming high.
They're aiming high, so I think we play them at home not this week but the following week. So it should be a good game. Yeah,
well, best of luck to you guys this weekend, and of course best of luck to everyone in their weekend games. But let's take a look at the games of the week that I've selected. Now, Div 1 is Mossman versus Pats at St Pat's. Mossman looking for 5 in a row, and they've had one of the toughest starts to a season they've had in a long time, and to get 4 in a row, I think everyone can't believe it. But if they knock off Pats at Pats, that'll be huge. Well,
I mean, based on the fact that Pats got belted by Balmain, it's going to be a real big match, mate. I think the Mossman boys have got it in them, but Pats are going to be pretty upset about having a loss to 0.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I think it's so hard playing Pats.
Don't put a mocker on them.
It's so hard playing at Pats, isn't it? They're just big boys.
They step up.
you know, they're doing very well. And in fact, I have to apologise to Pat's second grade. I did get a message last week. They had 1 year undefeated. And then unfortunately went down on the weekend. But that was a huge effort. And I didn't highlight it last week, so I apologise. St. Pat's second grade, my bad. Guilty. But so you know,
not the only apology you've had to make.
Think I've had to do a lot of apologies. That's true. Oh yeah, I should apologise. I said last week that there was a Mossman boy that scored a winning try, and it actually was Housey. So sorry, mate. Wasn't Keithy. That's just
noted. Let's move on.
Whatever. Anyway, Division 2, guys. The game of the week is Uni versus Oatley. This should be a cracker.
I would say Uni.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think Uni are, you know, they're up there in Division 2, and I think, I think they're going to cause Oatley a bit of trouble.
No, I mean, and that table's pretty packed. The bottom 4 teams aren't quite, as Emily pointed out, aren't quite in touch, but, you know, I think this could be a good game. And it'd be a big difference for Uni. If they get up, they stay in touch. If they lose, they could very much drop off.
Big game for Oatley as well, mate.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, sitting there in third place at the moment, can really stamp their foot down.
Totally.
In the top, maybe 2 if they can get away with it.
Yep. Now moving to Division 3, we've got St George versus Hawkesbury Valley. Now Hawkesbury Valley got a great win last week, and St George got a win last week as well. So, you know, that's going to be a good game. I think for St George, it's a matter of they get the win and they can move up into possibly the top 4. They'll be right in the hunt. And Hawkesbury Valley, they put pressure on those top 3 teams. So, you know. I'm
still going to back Hawkesbury in.
Yep.
They're showing a fair bit of strength across the board at the moment. Good luck to the St George guys though, because that'll really mix things up in Div 3 if they get that win.
Yep. No, absolutely. I think that's going to be a great game. So we want to hear about the games, guys. If you can get footage, send it in to us, because that's the stuff we love here, isn't it? All right, Div 5. Well, how can we not make this the game of the week? Sydney Irish taking on Redfield Old Boys. Clash of the Titans.
Well, it is now.
Yeah.
Sydney Irish. Coming from Irish stock, I've got to go for my
got your bandwagon, Mick. Well done.
Yeah, got to support the Irish boys, and I think that they will give Redfield a tough game, because we've played Redfield down in Div 6 a couple of years ago, and we did okay against them, but I think for the unknown quantity, I think the Irish boys might get up.
Oh, totally. Absolutely.
The Irish boys, they can't give 17 points up against Redfield though. They'll get demolished.
Yeah. Redfield won't take the foot off the throat. Yeah. And their scores after that loss, like I said, they've just piled on points. It's going to be a great game. It's got to be a great game. So
I think I'm going to go Redfield, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
first time I've gone against the Irish boys, but
could be their first loss.
Could be.
Could be. All right, and then looking at Div 6, it is Clovelly versus Chatswood. This one is very important for both teams.
They're on equal points.
They're on equal points, and I think the loser could find that the other teams below them, Dundas, Baronier, etc., could be catching up with some big wins this weekend. And the winner, of course, keeps putting pressure on Sydney Grammar. So
I'm going to back Chatswood.
Yeah,
they're going to come back. They're going to come back, even though you put the mock on them.
I really thought they were going to get a drop goal win. Really thought, but obviously it wasn't to be.
You'd be gloating a lot more at the moment, had they?
Can you imagine? Best tipper in the world.
I'm going to have to go a draw in this one.
A draw?
Yeah, I think...
First draw?
I think Clovelly...
Well, first draw for them, you guys got a draw against Rockdale,
yeah, we got the draw.
That was the defensive weekend. 43 all.
It was a nightmare. A nightmare on the sideline. But, we did well to get that draw. But I think Clovelly and Chatswood are evenly matched, and I think it'll be a draw in that one.
All right, well, you heard it here first, guys. We're going to take a quick break. Oh, great. Look what you've done. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back.
The Bunker Studios in the heart of Sydney's CBD is a unique production space that specialises in producing online video content. Your audiences are 5 times more engaged and they are 85% more likely to buy products and services when you have video on your site. So whether you need small video campaigns or want to produce a live event that can interact with all your database, contact The Bunker Studios or visit our website.
And welcome back to Subbies TV. Thank you for joining us. I always love that ad break. Stretch my legs.
Okay.
Yeah, great joke, mate.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's get
taller.
straight into the panel question this week. And actually, Slammin, you've got the panel question for the week.
Yeah,
Throw it at us. What is it?
Ninja, I'm curious on your thoughts about curtain raisers, predominantly First Division, but for all grade.
All divisions. Yeah.
All divisions, and playing before a Waratahs game.
Right.
I know that the subbies do it as
Subbies rep.
Subbies rep side do it for one game. I think they've got the Brumbies this year, but I'm really interested in your thoughts on how a first grade side from every division would have an opportunity to play in a curtain raiser, say 3 o'clock, whether it's a Friday, Saturday or Sunday, before the Waratahs.
Well, I suppose it's a pretty big opportunity to get in front of that crowd. It gives the Tars to have, they could throw out deals to the clubs, etc.
Larger crowd.
You know what, I'm for it. I think it would be good.
Yeah, I think that Dundas would be interested in something like that. We always want to go to a Waratahs game, and why not? Nothing better playing a game of rugby before the Tars and then afterwards go back and watch it in the stands.
In fact, you get some of the curtain raisers, like you said, the rep game.
Yep.
That's played at 5:30, 5:15 or whatever. There's no reason why you couldn't have 2 curtain raisers. Like, there's no reason you couldn't have
More value for money.
Yeah, you get the families coming in from 3:30, and then they're getting, their $25 ticket or $30 ticket, whatever it might be. That's great value. Seeing 3 games of rugby.
Have a few beers.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of pies.
You're getting a hit here, Tars. I was out. Yeah, I think so, and it gives. I guarantee you, I know for my club, if my first grade side was playing as a curtain raiser, there'd be 60, 70 blokes going, awesome. And we'd organise a bus, you'd all go in as a group, and you could do a deal for...
Make it a huge event.
You make it an event, and my big thing with this is that you'd get teams like the 6 div or 5 div or whatever, an opportunity to get seen again. We talked about last week with the pre-season comp.
Yep.
And,
There'll
rep.
be a follow-on from that.
Because, naturally you do have a lot of guys from Div 1 and 2 making the rep side, and that's, of course, but imagine having...
Good opportunity, and it'd be great for the Waratahs to sort of, get close to grassroots rugby again.
For it.
Sweet.
Like it.
Sold.
Done.
Tim Richards, get onto that.
Mate, we are making a list for you, aren't we, Timmy? Actually, we'll throw that on the Facebook page this week, guys. So if you want to get involved with that, jump on the Facebook page, Subbies TV, and tell us what you think. Curtain raisers for Tars games. I think it's good. Now, the other thing I'm throwing out this week is we announced the Subbies rep side last week, but I talked with a mate and he came up with a great idea, and I think it's awesome, is we're throwing out the Subbies aspirational side. Now, what we're asking for is nominations from every club of those guys that aren't talented really on the field as much. They don't quite have the skills to be playing first grade, and hey, they might even be benching for their lowest grade, but they are a clubman.
Have the passion.
Have the passion, and they help their club out. So, what do you think?
I think it's a great idea. Who are they going to play against?
Oh, we'll probably just name a 25-man squad, and they can all set up the ground together or something.
Name a 30-man squad and they can play each other.
There you go, 30 men. Oh, this is good. All right, but you guys throw that into us, send it into us at rugbystuff@subbiestv.com.au. I want a photo, a bio, your position, all that sort of stuff. But, we want all grades. All grades, all divisions. All right, guys. We'll keep moving along to Media Madness now. This week we only got a couple of photos sent in to us, but we've also got a couple of videos. So just taking a look here. Mossman, of course, had their Ladies' Day. So here's one of them sort of as it's all beginning and first grade's on. And there it is, packed.
Big crowd.
Absolutely packed. Great crowd. It was a really good day. They raised a lot of money for the breast cancer awareness. So it's always good to see that Ladies' Days come off, and yeah, that was a good day. So good photos. Thanks for sending those in, boys. And we want more photos, so chuck them at us. But how about this? This is a video sent in from Hawkesbury Valley, and this was the Masters versus Mossman. So we're going to play a little clip of that, and you can enjoy it. How cool is that?
Someone spent a bit of time doing that.
Definitely.
Yeah, I love the effort put in and the epic music put behind it. So that's great, guys.
That's what we're looking for, though.
Oh, totally. Send those in. Send those in. If you can edit together just a bit of a game and send it in and put
Spend your Sunday making
Star
something
Wars
up on your
music
computer.
behind it. That's great. We love seeing it. You know, it's game footage and it's fun. And you know, hopefully those guys enjoy seeing themselves on telly running around. That's cool. I just love the music. I just thought it was classic. Now on to our next video. This is actually a boat race technically, but they sent it in and it's a ladies' boat race.
Excellent.
So you know we've got it here. The girls are just kind of getting into it. They're
how many are in there?
3. I think it's 3 on 3, but they've got the whole thing, hands on head and everything like that, and just downing it in there. But yeah, that's awesome. I love that you've set that in, guys. Now, speaking of boat races, we'll get into it. Now, before we start, each week I get sent emails of people sort of, you know, use the term loosely complaining, but about the different sized cups and schooners and people using tinnies and stuff like that. In fact, we've got a bit of footage that I'll play while I'm talking of the Dundas. You boys, you guys, here it is, got the tinnies out.
Yeah.
That's great. Big man at the front, he hadn't
sculled before.
He'd never sculled before in his life.
But he did a good job.
Yes, he did. But I think here it is. Schooners and these fine cups here are fine. They're about the same. That can hold 450. The schooners can hold, what, 425?
Getting a bit technical, writing in and
this
complaining
is the
to
emails
you,
I'm getting.
Aren't they? They're your rules, aren't they?
I think this is what it is, guys. You've got to start with 5. It's 5 on 5. Hands on heads, and you can't touch the cup until the last person has finished and done that one. Or put it on the table, because to be honest, from here to the table, here to there is the same thing in my book.
So is the difference arguing over an inch of alcohol?
We are probably talking 20 mils.
Yeah, okay.
You sooks.
Drink faster.
But that it is. Use these cups or use the schooners. Don't use the tinnies. Always have 5 guys. Get a good angle for me. Spillages, a little bit of spillage coming down here is going to give you 2 seconds. If lots of guys do it, I might give multiple penalties, but if everyone does it, you're going to get cancelled. Excessive spillage, it's simple. And I'll tell you what we'll do.
It's your rules.
It is, mate. Yes, it is.
Yes.
And before we show, we've got another boat race. Before we get into that, I will put it out that I think if we can get a pub sponsor on board, I reckon we could probably do a show from that pub. And we'll get the top 4 teams. Top 4 teams from these times in, and we will do a boat race.
Just an end of season scenario you're looking at?
Yeah,
give everyone
I
an
think
opportunity
so.
to get their numbers in on the board?
Yeah, so if you are a pub owner or a licensee, or you want to come on board as a sponsor, get in contact with us at info@subbiestv.com.au and we'll set this up. There you go.
Nice.
Very
And
nice.
we'll stop you whinging about, oh, he had a schooner, he had beer. It's always beer.
Complimentary beers for the panellists?
Yes, of course.
Just
All right, guys.
curious.
Here is the. Now, this is Epping versus Hawkesbury Valley. So I'm just playing it here now for you. Now they dropped the hat to start there, and it's pretty quick. I'm not going to lie, it's very quick, flying along. Now, Hawkesbury Valley, as we said, we're on the top, and they are.
That's impressive.
That's very impressive.
This last guy really gets through it, but massive spillage.
Gotta have
Hawkesbury Valley guy.
Got to have a good anchor these days.
And there's the win for Epping. Now, their time came in at 20.9 with a 2-second penalty. So that's great effort. So we'll quickly look at the table there. You've got Hawkesbury Valley 18.9, followed by Uni 19.3, Epping comes in with 20.9 from Mossman, Forest, Redfield. So that's a good effort.
Very good.
Absolutely.
That's a good effort. So they've beaten the champs. Now, Epping started to fight because they're like, oh, that was our C side.
Well, wasn't Hawkesbury's B team?
Yeah. So
Was that their A team?
why is everyone bringing their B and C's and D's to the table? We want to see
There's
the
not
best
enough
times.
opportunity. Bring your A team straight away
Yeah. If you want to be at that pub at the end of the year.
with our major sponsor, who's soon to be announced.
That's a goal. Well, guys, we love getting all those footage of the boat races and the photos and everything like that. So send it in to rugbystuff@subbiestv.com.au and it will go on the show. Club announcement time. Now you're going to be quiet while I do this,
Yep.
aren't you? All right,
Zip it.
guys. We've got Balmain has their Stillbirth Foundation Day this Saturday, the 11th of May, and they're raising awareness and funds for the foundation. Here's the first grade jersey there. So they'll be auctioning that off after the first grade game up at their local pub. And they have actually raised over $15,000 since they began doing that. So
That's sensational.
awesome effort. So well done to the Balmain guys. And get down there and support a great cause and also...
Buy a jersey.
Buy a jersey. Get involved because that's what it's about. That's what Subbies is about. Epping have their Back to Epping Day on the 18th of May and they're doing a bus trip out to the Brumbies versus Tars game. And they are inviting all players, both past, present and future. So Slammin might jump on board and head out there. But they're encouraging everyone to get there to the Back to Epping Day. So good work, guys. And Beecroft have their Ladies' Day on the 18th of May as well. And that's against Knox. $20 gets you endless champagne, lunch, pamper pack, plus plenty more. You can see the poster just there. So, ladies, get out there to the Beecroft Ladies' Day.
$20 where you can drink.
$20, yeah, that's a great value too. I'm pretty sure they put on a good Ladies' Day, so that's a good cause. Also, Sydney Irish, as we mentioned last week, have the Hearts in Union and IRFU Charitable Trust Lions Tour charity cycle for 2013.
You've got through that twice now, well done.
I managed to do it, so that's coming up during the Lions Tour, guys. So for more information on that, jump on the heartsinunion.com.au website, or you can also make donations via givenow.com.au/heartsinunion. That's a really good cause, guys. So
Absolutely.
that goes towards injured players, and they'll split it between there's two sort of organisations helping with that. So please get behind it. These are all very valuable charities, and I think it's important that Subbies Rugby backs them. And last of all, guys, of course, Holding Spits comes out every Friday, and he had a one-on-one, I think, with Warren Livingston from Balmain last week, and he always has some great jokes and photos and tweets of the week, so get involved. I always pitch the jokes because they're brilliant. So make sure you check it out every Friday. You can go on the Subbies Rugby website and check out Holding Spits. And as I mentioned, every week we are still looking for sponsors, so please contact us at info@subbiestv.com.au and get behind us because we need you. So that's it.
I'll throw it to you though, Ninja. Panellists as well, once again.
Sure, yeah.
You can be like Mick.
I must admit, we've had a couple of people contact us. It's good since last week. So, absolutely, if you think you can match it with the best of us, get in contact. So that's
Not really
awesome,
a
guys.
challenge.
That's the club announcements. Let's quickly rip through the dark horse this week. We have a Division 2 dark horse for the week. So it will be Brothers versus Linfield, Uni and Oatley, Forest versus Newport, St Ives versus Barker Old Boys, and Kings Old Boys versus Petersham. I am going to pick it first because every week I get told I'm a bandwagon jumper, and I'm going to say Newport over Forest.
Wow.
Yeah, straight up.
All right.
Straight up.
How about you, Mick?
I think it's going to be a really good game. And I think
Mine's
Newport can do it.
Uni versus Oatley. I can't get off Uni.
Uni. That's it. I think that's a good one too. Two good ones.
Linfield to beat Brothers.
No, really.
Why not?
Linfield only just got over Bark last week.
I'm on fire. I tipped Beecroft over.
You've got two.
That's on fire
And
on
you've
this
got
show.
You've got Hunters too. Yeah. So.
All right, fair call. All right, that's the dark horse. Okay, cool. So Linfield, Uni, and I'm on Newport. So come on, boys. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. That's a fast
Bit of a
stretch.
strain.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. All right, well, that's it for the show this week. Very simple, very easy. So, Slammin, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you very much, mate.
We love you on this show.
I love me on this
Good
show.
shirt.
Thanks, man.
Same shirt as last week.
Well,
All right, Mick, and thank you so much for coming on the show.
No worries, Ninja, anytime.
We love hearing about the Dundas boys, so best of luck for the rest of the season.
Yeah, same to you with Mossman.
And to everyone else, best of luck this weekend. Until next week, enjoy your rugby.